Who's here? What's up, Grant Cardone? What's up, my man?
Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
He's in town for that Dodgers-Astros game.
You mean that Dodgers whoop ass?
Don't start trouble in Los Angeles. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How long you been an Astros fan?
Ever since I started investing in Houston real estate. Number one, honest answer.
Grant is smart. He knows that most business deals are not done in the conference room. They're done. They're done, in the dugout.
They're done in the dugout. They're done in the stadium.
So did you get any business out of being there? What were you, were you right row one?
Look, the dude that sold me the tickets, right? I bought them through StubHub.
Yeah.
And so I sit down, we get there early, we were all excited. It's been my dream to be at a World Series game, much less Game 7, you know? So the guy comes in, he's like, you bought those tickets for me. His name's Barry, awesome dude. And he's an entertainment transaction guy. And he says, you bought these tickets for me. And he said, you paid a fair price. He says, I want you to come back next year as my guest, any game. So really.
Show him this, by the way.
Really awesome.
You're going to 10X whatever you paid on the ticket in new Houston real estate. Yeah. Ando, get out. Get. I've never let my dogs inside because then they always want to come in. So we're going to talk. We're about to do
I've been to your house a million times, bro.
You've been here? Yeah, you haven't been here.
Yeah. Everybody's been to your house.
You've been virtually through my podcast. We're getting ready to go record live and doing a podcast. We're going to talk about how to invest your money. We're talking on how to invest your money. This is an investment master in lots of areas, real estate. Is that what you think when they think of you as an investor? Is it real estate or sales?
I think people probably think about me as a sales guy first, you know, the real estate.
But they don't know how big you are in real estate.
It's been kind of quiet. You know, I've been helping companies grow their sales for 25 years and taking the money from that and investing into this hard asset real estate game.
Right. What do you like better, sales or real estate?
Well, I love
or
helping people. You know, when you buy real estate, you don't get the satisfaction of helping somebody right away.
Right.
And with the sales, you know, there's two young dudes that come up to me in Beverly Hills and say, man, I was cold calling, you helped me. Or, you know, we work with a company like Ashley Furniture. It's got 60,000 employees, a lot of them on the floor selling stuff, handling phone calls. Not everything's done on the internet, as you know. So, you know, the sales thing, when you're helping somebody increase their income,
right,
you're changing a guy's life.
What's the best story you've seen, rags to riches, from using your sales stuff?
Oh, Ty, there's so many.
One that stands out.
I mean, there's every day I get 100. Like literally every day I get 100 people saying, hey, you made it possible, introverts, you made it possible for me to pick up a phone.
Because introverted people, sales can be tough.
Well, tough going in, right?
What do you teach them though? Like, what's
even
the
extrovert that talks too much.
Right.
You know, like you talking past a sale, you talking past a close. You ask a lot of questions, you never get any answers.
Yeah.
So basically what I did was I got in sales when I was 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
When I was 25, I was forced into a sales job after an accounting degree. The 7 years between 17 and 25, I hated sales. Every sales job I had, I was terrible at.
Yeah.
Got out of college with an accounting degree.
Yeah.
And couldn't get a job. 1 out of 4 people were unemployed where I lived. And the only
Where
job,
was that? Where'd you grow up?
In Lake Charles, Louisiana, a refinery town.
Oh, that's right. You're in Louisiana. Nicolas Cage.
I'm a Southern boy.
Zach, how come every Nicolas Cage movie's in Louisiana? I've noticed that.
Leaving Las Vegas.
That's why, like last night, that pitcher that hit the 3 batters.
Yeah.
That's what we do down there in the South.
Was he from Louisiana?
We scared of people, we hit them.
That's my plane.
Yeah, that's my place. Son, get off that plane.
Film Zach. We got Zach here.
So what I was going to tell you on that was I got in the sales job in the car industry.
Right.
You don't go to get an accounting degree to sell cars.
Right.
So I hated the job.
Well, why'd you go to cars then?
Because it's the only job I could
Only
get.
thing you could
I was
find.
in the unemployment line.
Yeah.
And my uncle came and grabbed me and said, no, you're not going to pick that check up. You're never going to take a check from there, dude. You're going to go sell cars. I said, I didn't go to college to sell cars. He says, you didn't go to college to stand in this line either.
Yeah.
So sure enough, he got me a job at a car dealership. And
Uncles are good. My uncle is the one who helped me get started. He gave me advice. You know what his advice was?
Yeah.
I was sleeping on a couch in a mobile home. He said, Ty, go into sales. And because he said, I didn't have a college degree. And he said, I said, what kind of sales? He said, the 2 that I know you can do was car sales, because that's what he had done, or financial services. And I said, oh, I don't want to do car sales like you, so I want to do financial services.
Yeah. I hated car sales.
Car sales is rough. They
And
work
then
those dudes.
I borrowed $3,000 from my mom. I said, look, I don't know what I'm doing. I hate this job. And I was like, I can't quit another job. I'd lost 5 jobs, and I just come out of a treatment center for drug addiction. And I'm like, I can't lose another job. I got to turn my life around. This is a shot, you know. And a guy gave me a tape. And I listened to it. I'm like, oh, wow, there's a way to do this.
Yeah.
So I don't have to sound cheesy, and I don't have to manipulate.
It was a sales kind of
He
technique.
was a sales guy.
What was it? You remember the name?
His name was Jackie Cooper. He was just an automotive guy. And so I listened to that tape. I ordered his stuff. I borrowed $3,000 from my mom.
Okay.
And that's that knowledge thing. The knowledge, man, to know something.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Knowledge. And
So you
and then I became a good salesman.
So did the tapes help you a lot?
Dude, so much.
What was he teaching?
They were 12 beta. He was teaching old tactics.
Like old school
manipulation, closing, hammering, control, manipulation. So, but I needed to learn something.
Right. Something's better than nothing.
And then when I got good at what he was doing, which wasn't like bad manipulation. It was just like how to control a cycle, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I started really, it gave me a chance to get committed to becoming a professional salesperson. And then I started figuring out how to get rid of all the manipulation stuff and all the stuff that salespeople hate. You know, I got good at his stuff, but you can only get so good at manipulation before you realize that, dude, you're manipulating.
Right.
And what happened was my productivity dropped.
You think because you didn't believe what you were doing?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the first rule for me for sales. If you really believe, because people buy off energy, they buy off confidence. It's not just logical sale. So if you don't believe, I was selling health insurance when I first started financial services, and I became like number 3 in the whole U.S. for that company. But then I read through what I was selling, and I'm like, this is crap, and I stopped being a good salesman.
Yeah, exactly.
And I switched over to a better product, and then I went back. So believe in what you sell.
Yeah.
So you lost the motivation
so
because
what
it was
happened
crappy?
my productivity dropped.
Yeah.
And I started really looking. I became a student, really an observer.
Yeah.
And that I was 28 years old, and started looking at, hey, I'm gonna rewrite this sales thing. I was studying Tracy and Tom Hopkins and all those guys, all the old guys, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna change.
Brian Tracy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna
Yeah.
change the way selling happens.
Okay.
And so I started looking at how could I shorten the cycle.
Because you created your own system,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. This was back in the day where the longer you spend with the customer, the better off you are.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't have time, dude.
Yes.
My dad died when I was 10. Older brother died when I was 20. I'm in a rush. I'm like, I don't have time. I was spending 4 hours with the customer to make $300. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And I was the only guy saying that. I'm like, why would I want to spend? Is that a backgammon board? Dude, this is my favorite game.
play?
Right?
We have to play.
Love the game.
Well, I've been playing since my
You
grandma.
know Brad Lee, right?
Yeah.
He owes me $610 right now.
I'm assuming that's 600,000.
16, yeah.
Yeah. Here, come back. We got a whole bunch of people waiting in here. Yo! Everybody went in here so they wouldn't be in our shot, but we thought we'd get
These
you.
are Ty's children. This is the adopted family right
One
here.
of your children,
We got
Yeah,
Ryan.
well, I got Captain Ryan. Yeah.
Man, we got a lot of people in here.
He's the best looking in here, you know, so.
Captain Ryan? Are you talking to the third person about yourself? You guys brought me a little prize, or what is this, a present?
It's a gift.
Did I win something?
It's
Oh,
the least we could
Versace.
do for
Uh-oh.
everything you provided us with. All the opportunities, man, the value. So this is the least we can do.
What do we got?
Boom!
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Oh, is that a robe?
That's
Oh,
right.
you gave me the Hugh Hefner Versace robe.
This thing right here, my man, you throw this on right after a shower.
Samir, do you walk around with that? Please tell me you do.
I have a blue one. That is an
Let me just tell you a rule I have. If another man wears my robe, I ain't never wearing it again. You can take it home with you.
He's got
I
the
never
bulletproof.
wore it.
You need a bulletproof?
No, he was saying he wants to wear it in my interview, and I'm like,
No, you wear
Then
it
it's
in the
gonna say-
interview of me.
okay.
Okay.
I might stick with this, but I like I like the plan. I'll have to do a series. Zach should walk by with this. And Zach should go, guess what I have on under here?
By the way, Ty, Samir,
Guess who has to go to
also
the back?
in grants programs.
Yes,
too,
they told
so-
me. They're learning from everybody. More people you learn, everybody's got a different angle on life. Grant has his techniques. I've got a couple techniques. Make war with a multitude of counselors, not just one. Some people are looking for the
But
one.
don't get so many you don't know what to do.
Yeah, well, good news is there aren't that many people you can learn from. So even if you try, most people don't know what they're talking about. So there's a few.
Rather have one bad general than two brilliant ones.
Yeah, but I'd rather have two badass armies.
Because
with
look
two
at Congress.
badass generals.
How do you explain Congress?
Zach trumped us both. All right, let's go do this interview.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do we were doing a little talking, and let's talk into here. So Grant, you were telling me your story. What was the day that changed it all? You remember one day?
I needed a path to walk down, right? I got to know where I'm going. You can't have confidence without having a path. I got to know where I'm going.
What do you remember a day in your life that changed your life? Like you told me you were drug addiction, you were unemployed.
Well, kind of when the counselor told me I was coming back, man, that I'd never make it. He's like, dude, you'll never make it.
Really?
Give up the book idea. I'm leaving the treatment center. He says, give up the book idea.
So the rehabilitation.
Give up the rich thing.
therapist?
Dude, all these rehab centers, they kill people. They kill people. They destroy people.
So how'd you get the confidence when they weren't giving you the
Because I
confidence?
walked out of there and said, hey, dude, I'll never see you again. You will see me one day, bro. You will see me everywhere.
So you laughed
I love
last.
it. I love the skeptic. They help me.
Yeah.
They're fuel. They have tremendous energy.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay, welcome everybody. Ty Lopez Show. Guess who showed up at the house? We got Grant Cardone. We're talking about how he makes over $287,000 a day.
I didn't even know I made that. That's not,
I know. I had to make him do it on the calculator. And over $700 million in real estate. So
700
listen, that's a good number.
Sounds
It's
good.
almost
Sounds
a B.
good- better when other
He's
people
almost.
say it.
That's almost a 3 comma club. So what we're gonna be talking about?
Who gets to be first, me or you? That
It
would
sounds
be
like
a great
you-
title.
That would be a great
That
title.
would be a great title.
We'll
dude.
see. We'll
and
see.
dude, what if we documented it? Like,
But that would be a I don't like to build
No, we-
off pure
no, we would
You're
be
my
ins-
friend. I don't want to only
no,
be competing.
we would be inspiring one another. It's drafting.
What about a
Drafting's
T?
science.
We got to get to a T. Whoever's at a T first.
now that-
Apple.
that's not a reach
Steve
for me.
Jobs, Apple. He's going to be potentially the first $1 trillion business.
No, that's
What's
not,
the
that,
wager is whoever gets to a T first.
Nah,
the other
that's
person
not,
has to
that's
give
not
him.
That's not even real for me. I can't even think with that.
Grant, why? Don't be constrained.
I am constrained at this very moment. I just want to tell you, I have a mad amount of admiration for what you've built.
Well, me too.
And
Likewise.
you've really pioneered. Let me give you the compliment before you.
All right. You cut me off. That's how confident he
Let's
is.
see if I can get him to blush up. So, dude, just a mad, respect for what you've done online, how you built your name out, how you've really pioneered a lot of stuff that's going on online. Like really a lot of admiration for that.
Well, I appreciate that.
Now, all this other bullshit you do, I don't know about, but I do have.
All right, let's talk. We're going to be talking about practical tips. I want to give people.
Let's talk about goals. Let's talk about goals.
Let's start with that. Goals.
Because the trillion.
How do you set goals?
Well, no, it's just so far out there. Like I have to have something I can get to, that I can eat, right?
Yes.
So, and I know you agree with that. Like
Totally.
The trillion. When you say a trillion, I'm like, dude, like I'm not in the music business. I'm not in the TV business. I'm not.
I just like to pull his leg because he got it. This is a great book, the 10x rule. So I'm like, what if we change this? I'm gonna just add 2 zeros, the 1000x rule, because he wants $1 billion. 1,000 billion is $1 trillion.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. But I also think that, like,
Yeah, you want to have
Elon
realistic goals.
Well, look, my goals are not even realistic.
They're stretch goals, but they're still realistic.
For you to add a T to that.
That was a joke.
Okay.
Here's what I believe on that.
Yeah.
You have vision.
You got good hair, though, dude. I like
You have a vision for life.
That's what I do now. I don't know about the trillion. That's some good hair.
Zach's envious.
Thank you.
No, you got to have vision. Your vision can be huge. Your vision could be to be a billionaire, trillionaire. But like Grant says, you got to break it down in mini goals.
Yeah.
Today, I always say, I just tweeted today, you got to optimize today, because today you pretty much can count on you're going to make it to the end of the day. Good chance. If you start projecting, I meet people who are like, what's my 30-year goals? I'm like, that's too far off. Mm-hmm. So what do you have? Do you write down goals in the morning?
I do.
Notepad?
I write them down on a notepad with a pen.
Daily?
Every morning and at night.
Okay.
And anytime I lose.
Anytime. But what about when you win? Do you do a gratitude
I
kind
write
of
my
thing?
successes every day too.
Okay.
So I write in the morning when I wake up. First thing I do when I wake up in the morning,
Yep.
That's good. You see, we're all control freaks, dude.
No, we're gonna get you. He's got his viewers here. We gotta get them listening too.
Yeah. So, so I write them down in the morning, and they change, by the way. Like,
Okay.
Like I went on an aerial interdiction combat mission.
An aerial. So you were like.
Interdiction means to
Yeah.
lay down so much fire you suppress the enemy. So
Okay.
I took all my guys, put them on helicopters.
Okay.
They have rails outside the choppers.
Yeah.
We all had AR-15s. And
Is this on a video game or you actually
No,
did it?
this is real, dude.
This is
ain't-
real,
This isn't a
okay.
video game. In fact, give me the helicopter. So we're on the helicopter. We're running about 60 miles an hour. And we're shooting. We're laying down fire on targets.
What state were you in?
I'm in Florida, man.
You were doing that in Florida?
Yeah, yeah. So we just did this 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And the point of it is to lay down so much fire on that target, right, that it can't move. And it just reminded me of the importance of having a goal. And it reminded me, years ago, I used to write in the morning, I own a helicopter. I wrote this when I was in La Jolla, probably 25 years ago. I had this thing. I want, some of the things you just want, you don't know where they're coming from.
Yes.
I dropped it out years ago.
Okay.
When I got on that helicopter, I'm like, I want to fly a helicopter.
Huh.
Like, I have no interest in flying my plane. I want to sit in the back, but I would like to pilot a helicopter.
So you've got a Gulfstream, but now the new stretch goal is not only have a helicopter, but pilot a helicopter.
I want to pilot that chopper. I got talked out of it because some guy said, man, it's the hardest thing you can
It
learn.
is hard. Sometimes when I'm in a helicopter, that's why I only take helicopters with 2 pilots. Because you get one, I'm like, if this guy has a heart attack, I can't land this thing. They got these little paddles.
yeah.
By the way, is
Drop
this
it down a
in
little bit.
or no?
No, that's in the frame. It's
Yeah, pull it back, pull it back.
No, actually, we got it. We're gonna go right here.
Dude.
Is it out of it now?
yeah, I mean, it's right behind the other one, so.
Yeah, but let me look at the frame real fast.
Oh my God.
Keep talking,
Oh
Grant.
my God. Guys.
I'm a
this
perfectionist for you.
This guy, I thought I was bad. You making me feel good. I thought I had character defects. Shit.
Now
I
you
know
met
I
me.
don't. Put it back on this corner where I had it, okay? That's my goddamn camera.
Grant, I'm giving you a better angle.
Dude, all my angles are good. I don't have a good side.
Grant.
What about this?
That's my famous line when I do a
Grant
selfie.
is a character.
When I do a selfie with somebody, I'm like, I know I look good.
Yeah, do it a
Yeah,
little
maybe
more.
maybe get the line.
But see,
out,
you got that
know?
thing in the way. Yeah.
That ain't my thing. That's your thing.
Angle good?
Dude, we both characters, man. Dude, they ought to do a movie about us, man.
What would the movie be called?
We're like the new cowboys. We're like.
I call it
what
the
was that
Internet
movie?
Mafia. Yesterday I was with 2 guys. They both do about $1 billion in online sales, and I took a picture and I was like, "Welcome to the Internet Mafia." There's no You believe in the Illuminati?
I'm dealing with this planet, bro. I'm dealing with what I can see, what's in front of me. I mean, I don't have time for a bunch of conspiracy stuff, even though I don't think the shooter at Mandalay was the shooter.
You don't.
I was there.
Okay.
I was there that night. He lived below me for four days. We checked in the same day.
So you didn't know him. He just happened to be below you.
He was below me on the same side of the hotel. But you don't bring, I'm from Louisiana, you don't bring 26 weapons to go hunting
Right.
unless you got 26 people. Okay, you bring 26 weapons because you're selling stuff. I'm a salesman.
Okay.
I'm a car dealer. I got lots of cars. I don't bring 1 or 2. You going on a trip, you bring 1 car, maybe 2. You going on a shooting fest, you bring 1 or 2, maybe 4 guns.
Yeah.
You don't bring 26. You bring 26 because you want to sell stuff.
Okay. On that non-conspiracy.
What is the topic anyway?
No, let's
By the
go.
way,
Let's go.
So I don't go down conspiracies very much.
We're not going
But
about
when I do,
conspiracies, but here's one of the biggest conspiracy theories ever. All right, so going back, bring this
I
back.
had his attention. This dude in the back, he's like, "Damn, I'm listening to him."
Yeah,
now."
my staff
And
is
by the
back
way-
here
by the
going,
way,
"What?"
In every Patsy situation, there's always a witness.
Right.
Okay, the witness in this case comes down the hall. 200 rounds get fired down those hallways. Okay, let me tell you, you fire 200 rounds of AR. What is that? A 223?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't scrape a guy, dude.
Right.
Okay, that hallway. So it's so convenient to have one guy that gets a little scrape. To tell, oh yeah, he was the one that did it. You need a witness for the patsy.
You know that I was there at that. We were at the same conference,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
you
we
left.
jetted out.
Yeah.
We drove by the Mandalay Bay and that country. It was like a country music festival.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
we got on the plane, and when we landed, basically a little after
was
we
going on,
landed,
huh?
it was going on, and I'm like,
We were playing
"Sheesh."
poker. We at 9:58, we left the foundation room. We had 100 people up there for a real estate investment dinner.
Yeah.
I told Elaine at 9:58, because I looked at my watch, baby,